Welcome to Speedramping. Okay, so first get your clip ready in CapCut right here. And next I'm going to head on over to modify and just let you know that I'm on the 60 FPS setting right here. Okay, so currently if you look at this clip, it's just a normal speed clip. It's not slowed down or anything like that. So we're going to click on our clip and we're going to head on over to speed and we're going to go to the curve tab and we're going to select custom. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain the graph to you. Now, with this graph editor, when we pull this line up, things go more fast. It's similar to stepping on the accelerator in your car, okay? The more you step on it, the faster the video is going to go, okay? And the more you bring it down, it's like hitting the brakes on your car. So the video is going to go more slower, more slow, more slow, okay? The more you bring it down. So to begin, what we're going to do is we're going to select on this first keyframe here. We're going to delete that by hitting this minus sign. We're going to click there, delete that as well. Click this speed as well, and for the graph curve we're just going to push it up slightly up, okay? Just nudge it a little bit up right there, and the end line here we're going to bring it all the way down to the first line. Okay, so see this horizontal line goes across, use that as your guide and just leave that there. So if you're on CapCut Pro, select smooth slow-mo. Okay, you're going to select this and then you're going to go on to optical flow. All right, but if you don't have it, it's fine, you don't have to use it. Okay, so now if we play our clip back, to play it back here, we'll see it starts off fast and it ends off slow. Okay, so it goes fast and it finishes off slow. All right, so we can do the opposite. You can bring this down. So if we want the beginning to be slow, we're going to bring that down and then we're going to exit fast. So we're going to bring that up slightly. So there we go, it starts off slow and it ends up fast. Okay, slow and fast. Okay, so now you got the basics of how that curve actually works. So next thing we're going to do is do a bullet speed ramp. Okay, and this is how it looks. So I'm just going to reset the graph right here, and to do this we're going to click on this keyframe and delete it. We click on this one and delete it, and we're going to be bringing this up slightly. Okay, and we're going to bring the end line up slightly just so it matches that. And then the center frame, we're going to be bringing this down. So we're going to click on that and we're going to bring it down to this line right there. Okay, so now if we play back our clip, we notice that at the start it's going to be fast, in the center it's going to slow down, and at the end it's going to go fast again, just like that. Okay, I'll play it one more time. That's a bullet speed ramp. So the next thing that you can do here is, in some cases, if you have this keyframe in the center for all your clips, you can do that if you want. But if you want a specific area of the scene to be slowed down, like for example, Mbappé is actually dribbling here and I don't want that area to be slowed down. I actually want this area here where he's actually kicking the ball to be slowed down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the keyframe here and drag it over to that area that I want to slow down. Okay, so it's around this place right here. Just going to click it there, and if I play it back, it slows down in the appropriate area. There we go, just like that. Bam. Okay, now if you want some more hang time on that slow-mo, if you want to elongate it and make it longer, then what you do is you take your playhead and just scrub it here to the right, and then you press the plus sign to add a keyframe. You bring that keyframe here down, okay, onto the line, and then you just spread it out. Okay, spread it out and just keep looking on your screen until Mbappé kicks the ball right there, and we're going to leave that there. So basically when we play this back, the slow motion is going to hang for a longer period of time. Okay, it's slower for a longer time. There we go. So it's fast, slow, and then it exits fast. Okay, so that's basically how you speed ramp. Okay, so if you have a Twixtor clip that you want to use, a Twixtor clip is basically a slow motion clip just like this. So the clip is slowed down. So what you can do is you can click on your clip right here and you can head on over to the speed tab. You're going to select curve and come into custom. Okay, we're going to click and delete this first speed right there. We're going to click and delete that as well, and this as well. Okay, so if we want the clip to go from fast to slow motion, here's how we do it. So because the clip is already slow motion, we want to add in some extra speed. So we're going to take this a little bit more up, maybe to that line right there. Okay, and the bottom, we don't need to drag this down because the clip is already slow motion. So now if we play back our clip, that's how you do it. So basically it just goes from fast back to its normal speed, which is actually slow motion. All right, so I'm just going to head on back here. If you want to do a bullet speed ramp, it's the exact same thing, but I'm just going to show you guys how it looks. So I'm going to click on these two out. I'm going to bring this up right there to the line, bring that up there to the first line, and leave this right there in the center. So basically when we play back, that's how your bullet speed ramp look with the Twixtor clip. Okay, so if you want to sync your speed ramp clips to the beat of the music, then here's how you do it. So bring in your MP3 file that you like to use and then head on over to Automark Beats. We select Beats 2. Once the beats are marked there for us, we're going to click on the clip and we're going to head on over to the speed tab right here. I'm going to go to curve. We're going to select custom. Okay, so the current clip right here is just at normal speed. It's not a slow motion footage. So basically I'm going to click on this. I'm going to do a bullet speed ramp here. Okay, I'm going to click on that. We're going to bring this down since our clip is in slow motion. I'll bring that down and then we're going to bring this slightly up. We're going to take it up to that line right there. Bring it up to the line right there. Okay, so now we have a bullet speed ramp. Okay, right there. And what I want to do is right now I have this beat and this beat. Now let's say I want to take it to this first beat right here. So I'm going to click on my clip and then I'm going to hold Alt and G to create a compound clip. Okay, and then I'm head on over here to speed. I'm going to select the standard tab and I'm going to pull the slider up until my clip goes all the way to that beat right there. So now it's matched to the beat right there. So now if I play the whole clip back, I have the whole clip matching that beat. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back a bit. So if I have my clip here but I want to take it to this beat, okay, if the clip is shorter than the beat ahead, what you want to do is you're going to click on it and you're going to head on over to your speed tab right here. I'm going to go to custom. So basically this should be a compound clip. I'm just going to actually press Alt, Shift and G to undo that compound clip. So when you head on over to speed, you should see your graph. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to hold the first handle right here and bring it down slightly. Okay, just bring it down slightly and then you're going to do the same for the other side as well. Just keep bringing it, sliding it down slowly until it actually matches that beat. Okay, it doesn't have to sit actually perfect on it. It can be slightly off, it's totally fine. So yeah, that's how you would actually adjust a clip that's speed ramp to match the beat that's ahead of it. Okay, so now if you play it back, your whole clip is there and everything should be matched to like the beat. Okay, and you should be good to go. Yeah, and that's it for the tutorial today. I hope you guys had fun. If you learned something new today, found much value in the content, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.